welcome back. We are about to do the final chapter of this game. Or the final part of this game, I should say. So, let's start in the, let's start in here. I believe Olivier is somewhere in here. We gotta talk to him for, like, some kind of special scene or something like that. Or, like, one last request, I think, or something. I can't remember. But anyways, the other officials who were sent away on forced vacation should be rolling back into right now. Things are about to get very busy, I think. Well, stupid coup. We have so much reorganizing to do, and so much leftover work. Another night, huh? Working for the court is the pits. Well, I gotta get back to work. The Duke claimed there was nothing to do and put us on forced vacation, but, well, look at all of this. It'll take eons to clean up this mess. So yeah, we're gonna talk to the NPCs that I think are at least important enough to talk to. So yeah, if we can find them. I know pretty much every NPC we could have talked to in Grand Cell is somewhere in here. Alright. When Her Majesty and the Princess dine together, that's when I feel the pressure. I found out where the rats were coming from. Seems like they've been breeding in the castle's treasury. A coup d'etat and rats. Dang, that intelligent division. Oh, this was down... Oh, so this is what this area was down here. Okay. Them rats was just sitting there breeding in there. That's crazy. Oops. Went the wrong way. Vegetable dishes are my specialty. Later, after all, I'm a rollant man, and vegetables are what real rollant men do. Vegetables. Well, this is just between you and me, but I saw the leader of the Special Ops without his mask, and let me tell you, he's a handsome man. I wonder why he wears it. Ah, so she was looking at Florence and was just like, ooh, I want some of that. Well, the city must be in quite a state today, no? If I didn't have to work, I'd love to go see for myself. That sucks. Oh, are you two heading out? The town is no doubt abuzz with festivities. If you are to attend yourself, please take care. Can we go back here? What's back here? This is the craziest walk-in closet for a maid I've ever seen. She don't even have a bed. That's crazy. Maybe that's just where the maids go to do their thing. To, like, change and all that stuff. I highly doubt people are in these rooms, but I just want to check. Whoop, time to clean the rooms. It's been hectic preparing for so many guests tonight. Anything else? Oh man, so how was your guys' day? Like, I do want to know what your guys' opinion on this game was. Like I said at the beginning of this playthrough, this series is very slow to start, especially with each arc. Because right now we're in the Sky arc, and the Sky arc definitely took its time getting the ball rolling. But once you're hooked, you're in, because you know that the next games in that arc are going to be like, oh, well, we know that they're worth it because they hooked us in. But yeah, Castle Blueprints, the Seven Treasures Chronicles, and the 100 Days War. The Intelligence Division finally sent back all the books that they borrowed. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, guys. Tell me your thoughts on what you think so far, because I plan on doing every one of these Legend of Hero games, guys. I plan on doing every single one. But I'm gonna do a game in between this, in between these games, because like I said, if I do them all at once, we're gonna get to a point where we can't even do Trails of Zero, or Trails to Azure, because that game hasn't come out in the West yet, and it comes out next year in the West, which will be game number 6, I think. So yeah, I gotta space these out. Well, this is Professor Russell and Miss Tita's room. Regrettably, though, they appear to have stepped out. Have they now? Yeah, they're out. Like I said, I highly doubt we'll see them in here, but gotta cover my bases. Ah, here's Olivier. Olivier? Ah, Estelle. Joshua. I heard from Cassius that you become full-fledged bracers. Well done, well done. Congratulations, my dear little pussycats. Could you just, we'll just go with thanks. Olivier, what brings you here? I heard that you were invited to tonight's celebratory banquet, but, well, I didn't think that you'd be here already. Okay, I was curious if you could hear my room heater in the background. Yeah, seriously. What's a guy who loves parties doing drinking alone in a quiet place like this? Better be careful or some people might start thinking that you're an imposter. Well, the news of you two becoming full-fledged bracers filled my heart almost to bursting. So much so that I saw no recourse but to hold an impromptu concert in front of the Grand Arena. And if only you had witnessed the unbridled excitement I inspired the legion of fans. Right. Makes me think of that performance back at Hawken Gate. Indeed, and such a public explosion of passion left me drained. So I wandered here for a quiet place to drink and brood. Me. In restless dreams, walking alone, sharing the drink they call loneliness. And before you sits the beauty and the beast, and that is man. I can't make those words fit together into anything resembling sense. So, yeah, about your reunion with my dad. You apparently have something that you need to talk to about with him, don't you? I do? You do. As a matter of fact, it seemed to me as Dad already knew who you were. Inconceivable. My pretty kitty. Surely a man like him and a man such as I would have little need to spread our wings and fly. Yeah, he definitely knows something. He's acting weird, even for him. Definitely. There's more to the story for sure. And there definitely is, but we're not going to get into that now. We'll get into it... we'll get into it a little bit later, guys. Like I said, guys, the idea of Olivier, when we first met him, I told you I didn't like Olivier. I like his dialogue, but the idea of Olivier, I kind of hate. And when we get to it, I'll let you guys know. Well, Colonel Richard visited me every evening and would talk for hours, but about anything and everything. I still can't believe he'd rebel against Her Majesty. Yeah, well, it happens. But since we're here, well, the princess returned, so I'm presently cleaning her room for cleaning her room for a dirty room. You see, it's not very welcoming. The princess is currently roaming the city incognito. She says that some school friends of hers are visiting. I thought it said dinner party for whatever reason, but it said dirty room. I can't read. Doesn't look like the queen is here. This is where we fought Florence. Or Lawrence? I said Florence. Alright. I couldn't imagine walking all the way out here just to... Walking all the way up this castle just to get to my room. Alright. So we did all that. Oh, this is the throne room. We didn't go to the throne room. Ah, here's Pops. The town square might be alive with activity right now, but I have some important matters to discuss at the moment. You two go and enjoy the festivities without me, if you would. Well, it's been a while. General Morgan? It has been a long time. I heard that you saved my granddaughter out in the Herbe Royal Villa. The villa? Oh, yeah, Wereian. And we only did what was needed. It's the life of a bracer. Stop that humbleness already. You're much too young for that. In the end, you saved not just the villa, but Her Majesty and indeed in the kingdom itself. This time, I'm going to thank you properly. General? You two did well. Very well. Well, I've got to say, I've heard much more heartfelt thank yous in my time, but not from you, General, so, thanks for the thanks. It pains me to request that you return to the service after closing that chapter of your life, Cassius. But gentle though you be, I know you have an iron will, and I know that you will do what you must. My sincerest apologies to you, but I ask that if you can lend me your father's strength for a time. Sure. Alright, so let's make our way back into the actual town. I don't really care to talk to these soldiers. Oh, these are just tourists. Okay, I don't care about the tourists. Oh, these two. Well, I can't believe something like that happened while I was standing right there. But I mustn't let myself get so easily bothered. The climax of our trip is just around the corner. Well, I was going to propose to my girlfriend out in front of the castle gates, when suddenly the gates opened up and a bunch of royal guardsmen and bracers flew past us. I thought that they'd come to stop me from proposing or something. Yeah, it's silly, I know. I lost my nerve though, and still haven't said anything to her. Alright, these are just tourists. Nothing important. I really don't care for what the tourists have to say. If you want to pause the screen and look at it, by all means, go for it. Yeah, these are all visitors. Don't care. This is the north block, right? Oh, there's Chloe in them. Estelle, Joshua, Jill? A long time no see. I heard about your adventures from Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. Ruby Knight Julius indeed. Hey, Joshua. Hans? Oh, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here? All this time, and that's the first question that comes out of your mouth. Do you know how lonely all my nights have been? Do ya? I never forgot you, Joshua. I came running all the way to the capital to see you, but where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Dang straight. Looks like you've been through a lot, but you seem as full of energy as ever, thankfully. And next time that you're in Wereian, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Estelle, Joshua. Oh, Chloe, there you are. Yeah, I heard that Jill and Hans were here. So I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. Well, you sure do know how to act unprincessly. But of course, oh crap, smack the crap out of my filter. Hot filter. And I wanted to say thank you. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. Nah, it was totally all you. We've learned a whole bunch just from being around you. You taught us all that, you taught us all about kindness and courtesy and strength of spirit and all that other junk. And not that it's actually junk. I'm bad at this. What I'm trying to say is that's what friends do. So believe me, no thanks are necessary. Stell, well, I'm so glad to see you again.
Ah, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives.
Only the birthday celebration could match the excitement of the martial arts competition. We've got more foreign visitors than we've ever had before. Seems like it's gonna get pretty busy around here. Perfect time for Arabonia to attack, right? Oh my gosh, Brumal! I'm kidding. Oh, Kurt's not here, okay. I don't think anyone else is in here. Let's check this room. Maybe that one room I didn't check, right? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, see, a lot of these guys are visitors. Ah, these guys.
Roll call, everyone.
Well, my husband has a lot of energy. Jeez. Well, how many times are you gonna do roll call, Dad? How many times will it take to get you satisfied? All right, more visitors. Oh, it's like I did it. I passed the entrance exam for the Fisherman's Guild. My husband's gone back to work now, so it's totally my time to shine. He thinks he's the master fisherman. I'll show him. Oh. Well then, there's that. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's just a tourist. Colonel Richards has been here many times. And every time, he always flatters us with praise. He's so polite and upstanding. Did you not hear what happened? That Richard could even dream of a coup d'etat. Some troops fight for their country because they truly love it, and I always took him to be such a man. And somehow that love must have become twisted. Perhaps he convinced himself he was serving the country's best interest. I have to believe that. I can't imagine that he would ever incriminate himself for anything less than a noble reason. I'm very conflicted about Richard's actions as well when it came to that, because when you clearly spoke to him about it, clearly he was under some kind of mind control, but at the same time, he knew he unlike like everyone else, not unlike, but like everyone else, they relied on Cassius's strength, right? And at the end of the day, Richard, and you may think it's messed up. I still think it's messed up the way he was trying to do things, but at the end of the day, he was thinking about the safety of his country. And can you really, really fault him for that? Which you can, but it's just like his heart was in a good place. It was just how he went about it. How he went about it was wrong. At least that's how I think it is, but other people may disagree. Well, hey, it's Estelle the Bracer. Let's play sometime. Sure. Estelle has a fan. Estelle has a fan. Well, I'm glad that the birthday celebration went without a hitch. There's a tourist. It's just tourists. Oh, there's Julia. Well, after all that happened, I'm glad that the town has gone back to its former peace. The will of Adios be praised. Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hey, Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was very kind to me when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. Ah, okay, well that makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you too. You're the reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the princess. And if you hadn't have been there, well, at any rate, you would have our sincerest gratitude. Well, don't thank us. It was a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know? And besides, we wanted to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. So it's a win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everyone's happy. I suppose that's true. But thank you nonetheless. Well, it's such a joy to see so many smiling faces. May they all be blessed. Alright, Archbishop should be up here, right? Alright. Well, hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path. A common saying in our modern post-revolutionary orbital society, no? How fascinating that the wisdom of Zumeria has taken on such a form and survived all these years. All we can do is watch over you and pray. We cannot involve ourselves in our struggle beyond that. What are you talking about? She has no idea. Alright. Well, I'm so grateful that the birthday celebration is a success. Praise be to Adios and her protective embrace. Alright. Now we get to see our wholesome couple down here. Why would that famous army guy stage a coup like that? I wish he hadn't gotten the whole city involved. Well, once things calm down, I'm sending my husband out to go look for a job again. Alright, so that was their house right there. Oh, so there's a lot of tourists. Oh, there's Tita and her grandfather. Well, it's been a long time since we've had a story this juicy. The Bracers and the Royal Guard storming Grand Sail Castle. It's such great for tourism. It's no wonder the birthday celebration is more packed than ever. Ah, dear me. I'm much too old for living on a limb. I don't know what that means. Were you okay being left on your own with Agate? Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure to plan our daily routes so as to not wear me down too much. I haven't any complaints about Agate at all. Oh. He's no Cassius, of course, but I'm still grateful to him. Estelle, Joshua. It's like, wow, Tita, you look happy. Well, Grandpa promised me that we can have ice cream. Oh, ice cream. Ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked Agate to come too, but he said that he didn't want to. Agate eating ice cream? I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if he tried it, though.
Well, I didn't think that the martial arts competition would be used as a cover for a coup. But Colonel Richard did seem very content with his position as it was.
Tito over there asking Agate for to go have ice cream. Wholesome. It's wholesome.
All right. Well, so the ports were all closed. Because of the coup, eh?
Man, well, thanks to that. Yeah, thanks for the headache, Royal Army B words. I don't know what the. What's a word for that? The BASTARE. Did I spell that right? I did not spell that right. What's the Yeah, what's the word for that? Is that I mean, do I say baby out of wedlock? Is that what you call it? I mean, that's the only word for it, but that's what that means, isn't it? Actually, I have to look up that word. I really don't know what that means. All right, after the birthday celebration, I bet them in the mountains are waiting for me. Yep. All right, let's go into the news center. Oh, there's Dorothy. Yeah, it's Estelle and Joshua. You know, Niall was telling me something interesting. He said this story's going to be a win for the Fuelizer Prize. I don't know what that is. The what now? Don't you mean the Huh. Yeah, he's like, you want to get sued? The Fuelizer is an annual award. Wait, was that a is that a what's it called? Was that a dig at the real world right there? I don't know too much about journalism. I mean, despite I work for the media, but I don't do journalism, so I'm a director in news, guys. That is my occupation. Anyways, oh yeah, you want to get sued? The Feudalitzer, whatever it is an annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. There's no higher honor for any reporter. Ah, well, good for you then, I guess. Well, it's actually all thanks to you two. You're my whole story.
Thank you.
Well, I was shocked when I heard that Colonel Richard had tried to stage a coup d'etat. And I'm just glad it was stopped before it actually got started. And it's all thanks to the Royal Guard and the Bracers. Hey, Niall really let me have it this time. I'll have to have him teach me how he always manages to get such a great scoop.
Ah, Joshua, still, great job. Our special coup edition has been flying off the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now about your little stunts. And sorry I couldn't get you guys some fame in it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did real good. Our special edition covering Colonel Richard's coup d'etat has generated a lot of buzz. It's already outsold our Mayor Dalmore and Colonel Richard editions combined twice over. It was such a huge incident, everyone felt that they had to write in about it. We're totally swimming in mail. I highly doubted anybody was going to be up here. Alright, and one last household, these two. Here's one of our NPCs that we've been following since the beginning of the game. Well, I've been recognized by the Archbishop, so maybe I'll put out a book about my trip. You'd be surprised how useful one's life experience can be when one's been on a world pilgrimage. I'm actually happy for Sergio. As a man who's trying to get his life back with God, I would love to be as devoted as that man is one day. Well, both Her Majesties, the Queen and Princess, looked well, did they not? I caught no sight of Duke Dunnan, however. I wonder where he was. We're South Block. Well, I'm glad Her Majesty has gotten better. The kingdom can rest easy now. It's pretty hopping today. That's it. Cool. Oh, that's Simon. Okay.
Well, it took so much time getting here with all the airships grounded. Oh, it's Hey, it's Mirano! There we go. Anyways. Yeah, only an event as big as the birthday celebration could bring in crowds like this. Time to make some sales. We got some old faces. Well, with the town spirits up, so too are my customers' numbers. During the birthday celebration, my sales increase are by a factor of 5. I'm so glad Her Majesty has recovered from her illness. Oh, what a beautiful day. Perfect weather for celebrating Her Majesty's birthday. Anyways, time to get to work. Got a lot to do today. Alright, let's see. Well, my deliveries aren't getting out because the airships were all grounded and everything's backed up. But I did everything I could. I hate that I had no control over whatsoever. Well, festivals are so much fun. Well, you better watch out. My friend here is really crazy about girls. And if he sees a beautiful girl, he's got a 95% chance of falling in love at first sight. Wait, what? Princess Claudia is so kind and so pretty too. She makes my heart race. Alright, with conferences day in and day out, I imagine Her Highness must be a very busy woman. If Her Highness really wants to relax, she needs to get as far away as she can. I hear Bose is quite nice this time of year. Well, I was planning on going home early, but I guess that didn't happen. Well, you had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed. Headmaster Collins has actually suggested that we start a committee for royal ascendancy, I'm sorry. Alright. There was a lot of mess with the coup, and the damage to our public image is quite big. We're gonna have to start working more in concert with the other countries. Well, it sounds to me like you're in for some busy times. All the more reason to kick back and relax tonight, no? I believe a walk to the cathedral for some prayer is in order. Actually, come to think of it, the first time I met you was on a day when you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. Dang. Though I'm sure Adios can forgive me for a little infraction like that, right? No. Oh, there's ice cream. Yeah, there's an ice cream shop in the East Block that's doing great business, I hear. I went there to check them out, but the lines were so long that I just gave up and went home. Alright, they can't beat us, though. Step right up. Go ahead, don't be shy. I'm shy. Alright, I heard Colonel Richard was put under arrest. He never struck me as that kind of person. I don't think he struck a lot of people that way. The best fishing gear is that which represents engineering efficiency and elegance. The sort of gear I'd want to own even if I never fished at all. Just for sheer beauty. Oh, the world is going so fast for me nowadays. I just want to slow it all down and fish at Wereian shore. Yesterday I met a rather charming woman. We happily inducted her into our growing cult. I mean society. He almost called it a cult. I swear, I've never seen a newbie handle a fishing pole quite so well before. The martial arts competition, the Queen's birthday celebration, all well and good, but there's lots of us who'd rather just be out fishing right now. I'll never forgive Colonel Richard. He grounded the airships and stolen our fishing from us. Ugh. And there was also the coup. Yeah, let's not forget the coup. Alright. Lots of tourists. More tourists. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. We don't have any new assignments today. You two feel free and go on enjoying about your date. Date? Who's on a date? We're so not dating yet. Yet? At all. I meant at all. Well, the Royal Army will be out in force during the festivities. But the other bracers should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, inns, and you'll find them. Embassy mission. This one is short. Alright. Oh, this is Client Mueller. Alright. I would like someone to find and detain one blonde-haired, self-proclaimed musician wearing a white coat who is thought to be arriving in the royal city by eventide today. So yeah, basically we gotta go find Olivier again. Cause that was given by Mueller. Eileen? Who's Eileen? Well, seeing Princess Claudia again makes me feel secure about the Liberal's future. Huh. Wonderful. Huzzah for the Majesty Kula say. Was these a couple in Roland, the one that, or not Roland, but in Bose, where he kept going off fishing and she was getting upset? Oh, there's Agate and Zen.
Oh, hey, you two.
Zen? So what's your next move? Back to the Republic?
I'm in no rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. And besides, this country is full of fine opponents from from your bracer guilds. Sorry. As long as I'm here, it'll be a waste to leave without testing my mettle for a bit.
Fine opponents? Who'd you have in mind?
Well, for starters, you've got Agate, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention the Silver Streak Sherazard. And who could forget? The champions of this year's martial arts competition, perhaps the strongest of them all.
Well, Zen, that's so sweet. But don't you think it means I'll go any easier on you? And don't you hold back on us. It's on, man. Okay, whatever. I don't know why it took me so long to read that.
Yeah, she doesn't speak for the both of us. Feel free to hold back if you like. In fact, I might even prefer it.
He's like, still, did you forget who you're talking to?
That's Zen the Unmovable. The martial arts competition. Could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zen the Immovable made an appearance there.
Well, why don't you try to get in next year, Agate?
Maybe. It might be nice. But it's become such a circus, and I don't like doing tricks for the crowd.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
I would never have guessed that Colonel Richard would plan a coup d'etat. Everything he said in that magazine interview, it was all just propaganda and all lies. I'm utterly shocked.
Well, seeing the Queen's healthy was a real comfort. All the suspicion from the Royal Guardsmen was unfounded.
Sorry. Okay, there we go.
Well, a lot's been happening lately, but I think things are finally starting to get back to normal.
You think Sherazard would be up here, but she's not. Alright. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you two are already fine full-fledged bracers. But never forget these are only the first steps in your career.
Thank you, sir.
So, Kurt, are you feeling any better? I'm fine. Just fine. I remember just about everything except the identity of the guy who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece.
Well, welcome back, brave heroes. Grant?
You guys were amazing. Better than the other junior bracers I've met, that's for sure.
Yay us. We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my button there, so I'm not exactly the heroine material, or solo heroine material.
You guys have something else. Guess this makes us partners. Here's to us.
We can't drink yet, Grant.
Alright.
So I'm gonna go back to the castle real quick and see if this request pertains to oh boy. Man, we still have dialogue to go through. That's crazy. Let's see. We're going up here, and yeah, Olivia was over here, right? Yep. Oh, Estelle, Joshua. It is the birthday celebration. Well, what a waste it would be if you don't enjoy it, no? Hey, Joshua, I think he's the guy. Without question. I have it? Why don't you join me in a little afternoon delight? Just you and I. Doesn't that sound divine? Come now. Do say yes. Well, funny you ask. We were just talking to this guy who asked us the same thing, and we said that we have this friend who would probably just love to talk to. Do you really now? Honest to God. Yeah, honest to goodness. Absolutely. Would you like us to introduce him to you? I would most love that. Please, lead the way. Why are we at the Bracer Guild? It's like, oh, don't get your handkerchief in yankerchief in a knot. Elnon's calling over our guests, you see. Yes. Well, the interested party has been successfully contacted and should be arriving here shortly. I imagine she simply can't bear waiting for the opportunity to meet me. Tell me, have I made this kitten's acquaintance before, or is this to be our first meowing? Oh, I believe the kitten knows you and really wants to see you. Kittens and grins, so perhaps it's Shara, or perhaps even Carno, or Annalise. No. I must not discount the possibility that it might be Mayor Maybell, or maybe even dear sweet Lila. Surely it's not Princess Claudia or Tita. That's, well, let's just say that you've got one heck of an imagination. It seems that our guest is already here. Is she now? My dearest, come in. What kind of welcome is that? Who am I to refuse? What? Huh? Looks like you've done what I've asked then. I appreciate it. On behalf of the Arambodian Embassy, I thank you. Well, it's not necessary. It was Olivier who was really eager to oblige you. I don't remember being present at that discussion. But, does this mean that you're the kitten who wished to see me? What are you smoking? Her Royal Majesty the Queen directly invited you to tonight's banquet, so I'm not about to tell you that you can't go. But, I know you, and I know that you're going to get into trouble if you're not properly chaperoned. So I'm keeping a close eye on you until dinner time, and you're going to like it. Estelle, Joshua, you tricked me. Well, don't blame your bad hearing on us. You're the one who decided that it was a woman. We never said a word. Now then, evening swiftly approaches. There's a lot of paperwork to fill out, and you're going to do it. So let's get back to the embassy, shall we? No! Well, case closed, I guess. And since that concludes your investigation, allow me to give you the rightful reward. Your proper bracer notebooks are not yet ready, so I'd like for you to note this in your junior one. Alright. 2,000 Mira. And wow, I just got 3 achievements. Nice. I just got 3 achievements for that. Well, I feel a little guilty about the request, but okay. Now we don't have to go. Yeah, now we don't have to go back to. Yeah. Now, why don't we go back to the birthday celebration? Sounds good. And once we've checked everything, we can go to the rest of Eastern Bloc. And the Eastern Bloc is where we're about to head to now because that's where that's last on our place for the NPCs to be. Well, the Queen imprisoned the Princess Claudia. I don't care about the ends. The means Colonel Richard used are disgusting. Well, Mommy said that she'd buy me more ice cream if I would leave her alone and talk some more. What's going on over here? Wow, look at the size of that crowd.
Well, it's because it's so warm out today. Anyone selling ice cream is sure to make a ton of mira.
You know, looking at all this kind of makes me want to eat something that they've got. Which reminds me, I made you a promise.
What promise?
When we were dressed up as maids in the castle and you were all so sulky and pouty. And I said I'd buy you some ice cream.
Why do you remember the most trivial things? And as I recall, I also made you a promise in the rest area.
Oh yeah, I guess you did. Why don't we wait for the day to settle down a little bit more first, huh? Anyways, we can walk around and get some more, then we can walk around some more, then go to the rest area behind the stores. And then I'll buy you some ice cream, okay?
Okay.
This ice cream is the best. Mint chocolate is my favorite. Well, I've got to catch a flight to the flight on the next Cecilia. Off duty, of course, the only way to fly. I didn't have to work today, so I got to play with my kid and meet some lovely new people. What's sad, though, is I keep thinking about work. I figured this would be a much-needed break, but I just can't get away from it. Working from home means, ironically enough, I can't spend time with my kid. But she seems to understand that it's not like that I can make time for, whatever. One double chocolate mint coming right up. Thank you so much.
A lot of these are tourists. That's the store. We don't want to go over there just yet. Everyone looks like they're having such a fun time at the Queen's birthday celebration. Whoa, sure is busy out here. Doesn't look like I'll get that nap that I've been wanting. May as well hang out instead. Annalise is always in the store. Oh, there's Shara.
Annalise! What? Why so serious? It's just... This is the first time that I've gotten the chance to work with you like this. But you two really did a nice job in covering one another. And if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time, so we've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello? Anybody home up there? Read between the lines, you doofus. Guess I just gotta come out and say it.
Annalise leaned in close and whispered into Estelle's ear.
I think you two make a very good couple. What? Don't get embarrassed. It's plain to see. And with the way that you look at each other, I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him.
Something wrong, ladies?
I usually don't shop in places like this. Sherazard and Annalise wouldn't stop going on and on about it, though, so I had to check it out. Well, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip, after all. I don't get much chance to do it these days. Well, when I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. Oh, well, that's right. When your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, let's say we do a little shopping together for the old time's sake. I can buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date then.
Ah, praise the goddess. The queen is safe and able to celebrate her birthday properly. Thank goodness for that.
Well, thanks to the coup d'etat, the coup d'etat special, the Liberal news has been flying off the shelves. We can't keep them for even an hour at a time. They sell out so fast. Speaking of which, we need to buy our copy of the Liberal news special. So,
Liberal news special. Here we go. 19 pages, and I got another achievement for having all the issues. Rescuing Her Majesty the Queen. Yesterday at noon, a group comprised mostly of bracers and members of the Royal Guard stormed Grancel Castle after rescuing Her Majesty, who had been placed under house arrest by the Intelligence Division.
Said group suppressed the Special Operations Unit of the division, thereby liberating the royal castle. ID Commanding Officer, Colonel Richard, as well as the high-ranking officers involved, were placed under arrest and charged with attempting to incite a coup d'état. In this issue, I intend to make full account of the hidden truth behind the string incident. Message to readers: I'm sure that there are many out there who are dumbfounded by the headings printed in this issue. Up until now, this magazine was withheld publishing information concerning major events which surrounded the occupation of the royal castle, placement of Her Majesty under house arrest. I keep hitting my mic by accident. All right. A placement under house arrest and other such circumstances of pertinence in the endeavor to uncover the intelligence division dark conspiracy. The Liberal News sincerely apologizes for the abrupt coverage and in addition asks that the readers understand the decision in the matter. Editor-in-Chief. Alan Richards' plan. The young founder of the intelligence division, behind his humble facade, there lurked a calculating schemer in that crap. I messed up. All right. Where are we at? Calculating schemer enacting a carefully planned coup d'etat. Richard's plan all began through the utilization of the intelligence division as a personal recruitment tool to amass a group of senior military officers mired in corruption and illicit affairs. These actions allowed Richard to hold the heart of the royal army within the palm of its hands for a time, at least. General Morgan and other such incorruptible figures of importance, on the other hand, were forcibly bound, imprisoned, and otherwise restrained from interfering. Taurus incident resolved. In sum, the soldiers in blue uniforms were the perfect imitative deception with which to frame the golly, man, happens every single time. And our royal guards. All right, the goal of the incident itself was to secure certain test equipment and abduct Professor Russell, the leading specialist in orbit research, but the background surrounding this event is still under investigation by the Bracer Guild. After gaining control over a large majority of the army, Richard finally set his coup d'etat plan into motion, placing Her Majesty's nephew, Duke Dunnan, on the throne in her stead. Richard assumed control over the royal family from the shadows. His plan was to press Her Majesty to let go of the throne by taking Her Highness, Princess Claudia, hostage, but the royal guard, led by First Lieutenant Schwartz, saw right through this plan. I don't know what that means. All right, a fierce battle ensued between the Special Operations Unit and the Royal Guard over Her Highness, the Princess. However, being outnumbered, the Royal Guard's stand ended in defeat. Princess Claudia was taken captive. Following the incident, members of the Royal Guard were branded as terrorists, and the unit was driven underground. With nothing standing in Richard's way, the success of his coup d'etat was only a matter of time. Unlikely heroes make an appearance. Amidst the chaos, an unheralded ray of light shone down from the scene. A certain few individuals infiltrated the castle and slipped past the security of the Special Operations Unit. Moreover, they succeeded in meeting with Her Majesty, the Queen, who was under house arrest at the time. I have refrained from writing these individuals' names in deference to the Bracer Guild's request, but suffice it to say, the guild itself, which had been in the dark due to the regulations sanctioned by the intelligence division, was for the first time able to grasp the direness of the situation thanks to the information acquired by the nameless heroes. After being appraised of the main chain of events, the Bracer Guild would become a central force of opposition to the Intelligence Division. Liberation of the Queen. The Bracer Guild rendezvoused with the... Man, hold on. I gotta drink something. Ooh, give me a second. 111 hours. That's crazy. Alright. Estranged Royal Guard and set about liberating the Urba Royal Villa through the joint operation carried out under the Veil of Night. And beginning with Her Majesty Princess Claudia, succeeded in rescuing the hostages. Then yesterday, using the tolling noon bell of the Grand Cell Cathedral as a cue, a rescue team primarily made up of bracers and members of the Royal Guard pressed forward with the plan to storm the castle in a three-pronged attack from air, land, and underground, as rangers of the Royal Army under the command of the Intelligence Division fell upon the liberating group and deadly battle with the Special Operations Unit erupted within the halls of the Grand Cell Castle and even spread the lower levels. The struggle finally came to an end with the safe rescue of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. At roughly the same time, a unit of the Royal Army that had come within sight of the castle ceased its advance after being persuaded to lay down arms by General Morgan, who had escaped from captivity and rushed to the royal city. The coup d'etat plan, which had been crafted by Richard and the Intelligence Division, had been without a doubt thwarted at the narrow brink of no return. The face of this nameless paramilitary unit. As is evident of the information presented in this article, the ambitions of the Intelligence Division were not shattered by the strength of the lone hero, but by the combined courage of the host of unnamed individuals who in the end wielded the strength necessary to bring down the curtains on this intricate scheme. It has also been rumored that a number of civilians stood shoulder to shoulder with the ranks of the Royal Guard and bracers in this endeavor. During this final struggle, the forces gathered together on the Liberators' side were in fact put in a situation which many would agree was insufficient in terms of strength to combat this foe. However, it was this courage of these civilians that compensated for this deficiency. As a reporter caught in the mist, I was also one of the individuals who found themselves being borne up by the incredible and crap. I keep messing that up. I keep hitting that button on the side of my controller. Crafted by Richard and Intelligence Division, return the face of me. Okay. Give me a second. I have to. This is a lot of reading at once with no break. And I did it again. Screw it. Go back and read it yourselves, guys. Just pause the video. Alright. Forgive my use of the following space for the personal message in consideration of the heroes who saved the Libero Kingdom. My heartiest congratulations to the both of you, and if you're ever in the mood for curry, it's on me. Society. Royal Guards reinstated. The Royal Guard, which has been branded as a terrorist and forced underground, has had its honor restored. And the Army Strategic Operation Headquarters also decided today that the Royal Guard will be officially reinstated, and it is expected that First Lieutenant Schwartz and all of her fellow officers will be returning to their former unit. General Morgan promoted. The coup d'etat plan was carried out by the division of the military that should have served as a protective shield to the public. The Royal Army itself, unable to forestall this serious incident, despite the threat it posed to the nation, will refocus its prime objective on restructuring and reorganizing in order to prevent such future tragedies. To head that movement, the Royal Assembly has already proposed the leadership to be rewarded to General Morgan. The Royal Army has shown signs that it will comply, with the demands, and General Morgan is expected to exceed the office of the Commander of Strategic Operations. In addition, it was announced that former Colonel Cassius Bright, who acted as the general's right hand during the 100 Days War, will be making a return, this time as an adjunct to the commander. The former colonel had, after the war, resigned from his post and transferred his considerable talents to the Bracer Guild Society, Mystery of the Tetracyclic Towers. Alright, yesterday afternoon, numerous reports came in from all over the kingdom in witness to the mysterious light. It has been said that a beam of light shone from the tops of the Tetracyclic Towers. We are presently awaiting an investigation into the matter, as no further details are known about it at this time. Alright guys, that was a lot to read. Well, if I can't get my wicked tongue under control, I'll never be allowed to sell tea, so I need to just bite it and be nice. I'm going to teach myself everything I can about teas, and try to talk to the owner into letting me sell them. That'll show that smug sister of mine who's the real exotic tea girl in the family. I'm forgetting to ask... Yeah, I keep forgetting to ask Dotton to order some new teapots from the Republic next time he has a chance. Tea goods have gotten really popular with womenfolk lately, and I think they totally love it. Oh, hi Philip!
Ah, hello again. Please, forgive my lack of decorum.
Through my actions yesterday, I have caused His Grace much trouble. Well, on that subject, do you know where we might find Duke Dunnan? His Grace is himself considered the claims that may be to the Queen. Anyways, he's spending his days at the Royal Villa, isolated with his thoughts. Oh, is he now? Then what brings you here, Philip? Well, I've been sent here on an errand to buy donuts for His Grace, you see. Oh, I see. I get the feeling he's not being completely honest about that. He's pretty clearly here on his, for his own donuts, but whatever floats his airship. Now what should I do about lunch today? Housewives never get a day off, even during the birthday celebrations. And alright, with that we have spoken to all the NPCs. Oh, no, we still have old boy up here. Oh, over here. Where is he? Not over here. Not here. Oh, he's not here today. Okay. I don't know where he's at then. Well, time to finish this day off in the park. Okay, well, we finally made it to rest area. You look pretty tired. You want to sit down and take a break? Well, walking all over the place like that really takes a lot out of you. Yeah, well, glad we can get off our feet for a minute then. For the moment, at least Gramsell seems like it's generally at peace. You really think so? Well, I'm just glad that we can leave it all to Dad and everyone else at the very least today. And of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with, since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose. Maybe it's just part of his nature. Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out. We're actually full bracers now. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch and can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take another airliner to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. I'm tired of saying coup. And it means I'll never have to hear Dad going on about how it worries him when you're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? Huh? Oh. Would I just get on your nerves? No, nothing like that. But what do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we make a good team, and I'd hate to break it up. Oh, you mean like for bracer businesses? And here I was thinking that you were gonna tell me your big confession or something. What? Huh? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Estelle, what was that all? It's like, boy, it sure is hot today, huh? And there's nothing to beat hot weather like ice cream, huh? It's like my treat, just like I promised. So wait right here. I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. I wonder if she... Nah, there's no way. Huh, my, but I do envy your youth sometimes. There he was. We were looking for you. Oh, Professor Alba. It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, is something a matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd generally be in better spirits now that you've attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. As long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Well, since we first met, you always make me feel really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now. But I still get the shake. Yeah, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? And all the cases that we've dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there, investigating, no matter where we've gone. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands. And you were right there with him. Professor Alba? Was it you? Impressive. Even with your, whatever that word is, and recollection being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Huh? Allow me to clear away your confusion. You're... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into its empty vessel. You have the power to twist minds and memories of men? The 7 snake apostles. The Anguisse. You're one of them. Wiseman. The faceless. I have not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer number 13. The Black Fang Joshua Ashtray? I think that's his last name? Yeah. You were behind all of this. Which means Lieutenant Lawrence has to be... as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised that you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know that you were thinking of him. So I like this version of the song. This is the song that when we fought Lawrence, I mean, I believe the song is called Silver Wind or something like that. But I really do like I like every iteration of this song, to be honest with you. It's a really good one. Appropriate, too, for when it shows up.
You're here to finish me off. No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went without a hitch. And since I've a moment to spare, I simply thought that I've come to see you.
First phase?
The seal of the old ruins. The gate which blocks the path of the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already, there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the heck is the Shining Ring? And what is with this little society? And what is your little society after? If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain that you'll be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can get you back into fighting form. Please, spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now, whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on your side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so, I've come to see you. I came to offer you true freedom from our association, as thanks for the integral role you perfectly played. Which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work that you have done for us over the past 5 years. Huh? What? Oh. Don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you. Yeah, cheer out of you hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of BS are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me. I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of the noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home. And while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you tell them everything. You were practically interested in your reports on the movements of the... No, we were practically interested, particularly... I can't read. In the movements of the Bracer Guild. What? But of course, you wouldn't remember having done such as that. You were not yourself at the time. Cassius Bright, S-rank Bracer. And remember, not too many people know that Cassius is a S-rank Bracer. S-rank is actually one of those ranks that's not actually known to the public. Or it might be known to the public. I just know that Cassius, being an S-rank Bracer, was under wraps for a while. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. Impediment? I don't know how to pronounce that word. We felt certain that he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country and out of our way. The intel that you unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so, I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been a great help. No, you're lying. You have to be lying. Can no one hear him? All that time I spent with Estelle? Why are you so sad? You have feigned ignorance, Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family, as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they will never know. However,
It is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow. And since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people, perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. Dang, poor Joshua, man. However, much you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength, reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. But I thought that was because of the grinding. This is no game, Joshua, even though it is a game. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon. That is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you're always welcome to return. To the Grand Master Society of Souls. Back to Ouroboros. Have fun, Joshua. We'll be waiting. Sorry, I just had to add my own little bit. Is this my punishment? My sister and Louve. What do I do? Don't. Oh, well, I don't know how to face him after that, but I've kept him waiting way too long. It's getting late, too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth, as do most people. Me as well. I wonder if Joshua's figured me out. Gotta cool down. I feel like I'm stuck in a perma-blush mode. Ugh. I like how it says man's voice, but we can see him right there. Estelle, I thought I might find you around here somewhere. Oh, hi, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to the senior bracer status. Thanks. Is something wrong? I don't know. Something just feels different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell you the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say that it put me in a good mood. Hey, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. The ice cream's gonna melt, so I better get going. I'll see you later. I see Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Hey, sorry if I took so long. It was super crowded there, but I've returned with your valuable loot. Oh, cool. Thanks. Now we can eat like kings. Yeah. So, about earlier. Yeah, I wanted to apologize for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It's just, it just wasn't an appropriate time for confession, you know? Oh, sure. I didn't really mind so much. Well, when I gave it some more thought, it seemed kinda silly to try to rush things. We may be senior bracers now, but that just means that we have different work to focus on. We might have to consider our future prospects. Right. Well, if we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. I gotta stop getting so far ahead of myself. Well, it's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on our way back? Everyone's probably waiting on us. Hey, Joshua? What is it? Did you have something that you wanted to discuss with me about the future? No. What would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. Alright, guys. Ooh, this is perfect time for me to get a sip. What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara? Did you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? Well, if anyone was acting weird, I say it was you. He was as calm as he is ever. Well, yeah, but... Aha. I see. I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell? Well, it's pretty obvious. Sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No. Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sister is ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical that you'd start picking up feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like such a petty reason for that kind of thing. Well, I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware. This isn't like me at all. Well, you're proverbial? Yeah. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Shara? I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some girl talk, Would it help if I told your fortune? Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay then. Alright, time for your lesson, protege. Oh, Estelle, big sister is moved to tears. On second thought, never mind. But thank you. I do feel a little better. I'm gonna go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh. You're gonna tell him? Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him, and I want to see what that's all about first. Ah. Well, you do seem to know him a little better than anyone. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. But okay, I'll see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Huh? Well, they're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. But where's Joshua? Joshua? Well, he's out somewhere then, or playing then. Let's go find Joshua. Oh, hey Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light? Eh, I've lost a lot. But this song, this song and this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit that I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Joshua? Okay. Well, this may take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others, without a single redeeming trait. But he had the people that he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. "I will heal the boy's heart for you," he said, "provided, of course, I am compensated." And so, the boy was given over to the magician's care. And as he attempted to piece the broken heart back again, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. And so, the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throats of the National Cabinet Minister, who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang. The name struck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected the queen and the nation from the threat of the invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land. But the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a trigger swatting at a playful cub. And at that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up, and since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had came to kill. And so the boy was taken to the man's house where he met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams, but all dreams must end at some point. Time was drawing near when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Oops, crap, sorry. Was all that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father, and I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey in hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones that he holds dear. He will find and stop this foul magician who created the life that he had led. What? And that's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore, but I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years. Yet I can't think of anything better. What? I said stop it. Stop talking about if it was like a dream. You make it sound like nothing's happened, even if it was real, or like it wasn't even real, sorry. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken. What does that even mean? Estelle. Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy. In good times and the bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard it was to keep holding on. Crap. Joshua, I love you. Huh? Alright. You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't go away when you do. And I won't let you. Still. Huh? That's Chad moves right there. That's Chad moves. He said, come here, girl. What was that? It's so bitter. Yo, look at his eyes. It's a fast acting sedative. Don't worry. There's no side effects. Huh? Why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest and the most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if we just never met. No. But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all that I can do. But I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua, thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment that I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. All right, guys. So, yeah. Sorry I had to skip that credits. I've been hit before with copyright claims for doing credit scenes, so that's the only reason why I just chose not to do the credit scenes for my Let's Plays. But yeah, that was Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky first chapter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Like I said, this was my first time actually playing this game, but I have gone through this game before, like I've told you guys at the beginning of the playthrough. I have gone through the game by watching it on YouTube. I believe the person I watched was Scott Kill. He knows more about this game or more about this series than I do. I just love the storytelling in this game, and I hope you guys did too. I'm excited to play the next game for you, but we're not going to jump into... I mean, if you're watching my videos as I post them, we're not going to jump into the next game right away. We're actually going to do another JRPG. So what I'm going to do, at least until we get to a certain point, because until we get to a certain point, we are going to jump in. Yeah, we're going to jump between games, guys. We're going to jump between games. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. I enjoyed this one. I can't wait to get into the second game, play that one for you guys, because at least of the Sky series, the second game is my favorite. They introduce some very interesting characters in the second series, and possibly one of my my favorite character in the entire series gets added next. Gets added next in the story. So, guys, I will see you all later. Peace.